Kyle Lawrence interview, take one.
Back in 2014, I was working in the hotel industry. I was working 12 plus hour days, and I kind of just fell into this depression and kind of had this lack of energy. And it really just impacted how I lived my life outside of work, and how I treated my friends and family. I knew I needed to do something with my time that gave me purpose. So I decided to design a hat. Growing up, me and my brother would design our own t-shirts. So we would draw like different designs at school. We'd go to this local t-shirt warehouse where they had this screen printer. You could take any art piece, they'd print it for you. And so that was kind of our fun little way in the summer to kind of create our own pieces. And that's kind of where my passion for like designing different clothing, now it's hats, kind of came from. On top of that, my grandfather owned a clothing store in Orange County through the 70s, 80s, and 90s. So growing up, retail, fashion, clothing was definitely a topic of conversation in our family. Yeah, so that's what led me to designing my first hat, the captain hat, which I'm actually wearing today. The design itself was definitely inspired by the boating harborside culture that I lived near in Newport Beach. I love being on the water, whether it's surfing, fishing, paddling around. So the design just kind of really fit who I am and like where I came from. I knew I wanted to put something on the hat that would catch people's eyes. I wasn't necessarily looking for people's attention, but I wanted to create a hat that would start conversation. The word smile at the time was super relevant in my life. When I was working in the restaurants, I was constantly telling my staff, hey guys, leave your baggage at the door, come to work with a smile. Through that, I really learned the power of a smile. And that's kind of when I immediately thought like that would be a great word to put on the front of the hat. As I wore the hat each day, I'd get a lot of commentary about it. People would offer to buy it, even though I only had one. And so that's when I decided to make my first run of 50 hats and sold them to the friends and family that had offered. And then I made an Instagram so that people could share the photos of the hat that they just bought. And that's kind of where it all kind of started and became something more than just an idea. I wanted the hat to have some sort of purpose outside of keeping sun out of people's faces or covering up their bald head. At the time, I was spending more time in Los Angeles, whether it was church or exploring new restaurants in the arts district, and it just so happened to be adjacent to Skid Row. Everywhere I looked, there was young, old, male, female, homeless people living their lives on the streets. I knew there was an issue, and that's when I knew I wanted to help out in a way. And that's when I envisioned creating a brand that supports and creates a better future for at-risk youth. I really want to focus on the strengths that they already have, like their smile. I want to fund programs that work on their social skills. I want to create employment for them as well. All in all, we just want to give them joy and confidence. So yeah, that's who we are as a company. That's my story, and we're super excited about the future.